Yes, guys, it's Real Ferdinand. I'm here. I'm back again. There's breaking news at Old Trafford. Casemiro, the defensive midfielder from Real Madrid, 5 times Champions League winner, integral in all of that, has decided to jump ship and come to Manchester United. Now, wow, listen, man. Everyone's asking, what's my view? What do you think, Ree? What do you think? Do you know what? That's the type of player Man United need. The type of character Man United need more than anything. He's the type of person, the type of individual. Is he overpriced? Yes. And I think, I should do? I should go through a few of the positives and then I'll tell you a few negatives. I think the positives I'll start with, first and foremost, the guy's a winner. He knows how to win. He's been integral in everything positive about Real Madrid in recent years. One of the main guys alongside the likes of Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Karim Benzema, Cristiano before that, Ramos, etc., Varane. He was one of the main guys. You watch him in the big games. When the big games come along, this guy performs. He knows what he's doing. He's there. There's no frills with him. He ain't a step over merchant. He ain't a skills man. He ain't someone who wants to kind of get the fans off their seats with a bit of skill. He's there to do a job that means that the team are better off. They run more efficiently. They're going to have a chance of winning because he's in the team, because he's first and foremost a team football player, which I love about him. In a battle, if there's a situation going on, if there's something he's sorting out on the pitch, he's a man you want right by your side. He has the experience, as I've said before. He's been at Real Madrid, one of the most demanding clubs there is about, and he's produced consistently. Whenever they've needed to produce a big performance, he's been involved in the thick of it. Tactically, where I think Manchester United are very, very, very loose in recent years, when there's transitions, he could be very important because of his tactical nous, because of his experience in picking up the right positions. It will be very different in the Premier League, I must add, because at Man United, the spaces around him, and in the Premier League, the spaces around you are bigger. That's where he may come up with some difficulty. But tactically, if the team is tight and well drilled around him, he'll be fine. He's a winner, man. And you need people that know how to get the job done. In big situations, in games, he can be part of the decision-making process on the pitch without the need of the manager having the half-time team talk. He can do it. Are there negatives? Yes, there are. Obviously, the age, 30 years old. I wouldn't say that's a massive negative, but I think if you're talking from a business standpoint, from the club's perspective, there's going to be zero resale value. So it's £60 million plus 10 million, I think, if we're listening to Fabrizio, one of the friends of the station, of the friends of the channel, £10 million add-ons. And then obviously you bounce on top of that the wages. So you're probably looking at somewhere near £100 million. If you get change out of that, you'd be lucky. So in a time when we haven't got the finances, it doesn't seem to be able to bring in big name players. We've put it all into him, so he needs to work. The one thing I spoke about is the league. There's a difference. We've seen Thiago come from a league that many people kind of disrespect a little bit. I don't, in many ways. I think the French leagues are physically as demanding as the Premier League. But coming from Spain is very different. To come from Spain for Casemiro into a team that is absolutely bereft of any confidence, is absolutely struggling in all areas, tactically, especially, physically, mentally. I think it's going to be a huge ask for a 30-year-old to come in, recharge, reboot, and go again. Now, he's been doing that and being successful in a team that's very well drilled with consistent players there, consistent method and philosophy of way of playing. He's coming to somewhere now where everything's brand new in terms of the coaching. Behind the scenes, it's brand new. People starting to try to decipher what's good, what's bad. There's a lot of uncertainty behind the scenes, and as I said to you, confidence is very low. So he's coming into a very different situation, a situation that I'm sure when Cristiano came here was like, hold on, whoa, what's this? Same when Varane came here, everyone was going, yes, brilliant. Then he walked in the door and probably gone, whoa, What's this? So that's going to be a big difference. And I think the big thing in the Premier League is the pace of the Premier League and transitions. When there's turnovers of possession and then to transitions from attacking situations to defending, that's going to be, I think, a big difference for Casemiro, and what I'm going to be interested to see if he can deal with that in a system at the moment that is a little bit fragmented. So there'll be bigger spaces around him, and pace, speed. I would say that he's not the quickest, he's not slowest, but he's not the quickest. That speed over big distances around him could cause him problems. But I'm sure he'll be hoping, and that Erik ten Hag will be hoping, I'll be hoping that them type of situations don't come up as much. But we saw in the Brentford game, there were big gaps in midfield. Now, will he be the man to go in there and fill those gaps and plug those gaps and drag people closer and around him to make sure that those gaps are no longer there? That's what we want. I think a lot of people will be sitting there and going, well, why didn't they go and get Declan Rice? Well, Declan Rice was being priced out of it. Could they have done a player plus cash deal? Maybe. I don't know, with one of the defenders, Eric Bailly, maybe Wan-Bissaka, if they've had a bit. But it's all about if the West Ham would have wanted those players. And then add-ons in terms of financials, cash. And he's a better profile in terms of age, but he hasn't got the experience. And Erik ten Hag looks like he wants here and now. Doesn't want someone to come in and have to learn the ropes a little bit, like someone like Declan Rice. As good a player he is, he hasn't won at the top level. He hasn't played in the Champions League yet. He hasn't done all that to be able to bring that and add that to what Man United have got from a low position where they're starting. So Casemiro was never one that I imagined being on the radar, but I have to say, after initially being a bit worried about the signing, I have to say it's definitely grown on me, and I just really hope that he comes good. And he's someone who I've always looked at when I've been working on the Champions League on the BT. When we get to the latter stages of the tournament in the recent years when Real Madrid have been in there, he's one player I've always highlighted and gone, this guy, if they're going to win it, the importance of this person's performance, Casemiro, is vital to whether they win it or not, because how good he is at plugging the gaps, slipping in behind for a defender when a defender gets dragged out wide or pulled out of position. He just knows when to drop into the back line, when to step out. I just hope the team don't let him down. I hope that Man United, the football club, doesn't let him down. Like, I think that the players are very much responsible for what's gone on in recent years. But I think also the club have to take some sort of responsibility as well for not having the foundations there for the players. These big players that are coming through the door with expectations of what's there and being left very disappointed. Yes, they may not be performing to their level, but it's a two-way street. It's not just the responsibility of the players or just the club. It's both. So there we have it, guys. I am, as much as we ended on a bit of a negative energy there, I am positive about this. I'm happy about this. Forget the money, how much it's cost us and whatnot. We've bought a genuine world-class winner, top football player, understands how to win, has the right mentality, shows the right desire on the football pitch, and hope you can bring all that to Manchester United. So let's go, man. Please, man, don't let me be coming on there in a little while and me going, do you know what? Casemiro is this, he's that. The club of this let him down. He's joined the bandwagon of being a player that's disappointed. Please don't let that happen, man. I beg you, please. I'm begging you. What's his nickname? What's going to be the new song? That's all I want to know as well. So just put it in the comments. Let us know your thoughts as well, guys, and we'll be coming back to you. Listen, I'm over and out.
Joe, I don't know how come you keep picking Ronaldo like he's the problem.
No, because I'm
like,
not.
There's so many other players in this squad that are doing less and less, contributing less. No, it's not being afraid, but ask the right questions. There's more players that have contributed far less than Cristiano Ronaldo, and you keep calling him because he's the big name. Come on, bruv.